talking. Welcome to FTB Weekends. Now this is for the weekend of the 29th, 30th, and 31st of July 2022. But of course, we're actually recording this on Wednesday, the 27th of July. It's currently 7:47 p.m. Eastern. I'm Jason C. McLean. Welcome as always, Dawn McSweeney.
Hello.
Hello, and Dawn, we have a special guest this week, Jerry Gabriel. Welcome, Jerry.
Hello. Welcome
Hello.
to the show.
What? Why is Jerry
in a long time?
You haven't been on since New Year's. How's your year been?
Well, let's see. How's the year been? It's been pretty good. It's been pretty good. I mean, it's been good weather-wise, at least.
Okay. Well, the reason why the weather-wise, hopefully the weather holds up this weekend. The reason Jerry's here is mainly because we're going to talk about Osheaga, but we're also going to talk about Just for Laughs. And this is the first time in forever, I think, since we've been covering it, that Osheaga is running the same weekend as Just for Laughs.
Right.
Do either of you remember that?
Has that ever happened before? I don't think that's ever
I don't remember it ever happening before. But also, can we say it's the last weekend in July, and how the hell did we get here?
Yeah, this summer went by way too quickly.
Way too fast. And I've been trying to do everything I can.
What
but
was scary was the other day I was somewhere and I heard a commercial for back to school. And I'm like, but summer just started.
It's too soon.
Wait till after Osheaga to say back to school. You'll scare the kids.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Okay. No. But speaking of Just for Laughs, Dawn, you, Samantha Gold, James, and I have been covering it. How's your festival been so far?
I've been laughing, and I've been pretty impressed and happy to talk to comedians. So it's been great.
Were you driving in cars with them?
I was not.
No.
I was shooting shit with them.
Okay.
Would you get into a car with any of the comedians you spoke with, and if so, like in what order?
Definitely Pete Holmes and Alonzo Bowden would get into a car with them. Jay, I don't know if Big Jay drives. I don't know that it would be the greatest plan. I feel like he's one of those driving with the knee guys. I'm not sure.
Well, Samantha Gold interviewed a puppet. Well, not a puppet, an alien, but who looks like a puppet. I guess I wouldn't get in the car with that one. I interviewed Mark Forward. It's pretty interesting. He's hosting three separate shows with two special guests each time, not saying who they are, and each show has a different theme. So it's like three completely different, not solo shows with two guests. Mark Forward was the one who was on Letterkenny, among other things. I actually saw a show, Tommy Tiernan. He was really funny guy, Irish comedian, kind of dark. Some of his stuff, very dark. Some of his stuff. I think my review.
Dark. I really like dark comedy. I don't know.
Me
why.
too.
There's something so just wrong about it and intense that it pays off. Like usually it's pretty interesting. But the thing is, it's not immediate funny a lot of times, which is. Yeah,
I wasn't sure what to expect, but admittedly, I think he missed the mark a little bit with the audience with the first joke, which was talking about the Pope's visit, maybe not fully grasping our whole history with the natives here, but when he started talking about the Ireland stuff and just the general stuff, like that was like, wow, it's dark, but it's funny the way he's telling. Very good storyteller, very good at bringing the audience in.
It's always okay to laugh at the Irish, eh? Gee whiz.
Yeah,
never get a break.
My review will be up by the time you see this. And there's still some Just for Laughs this weekend. Don, who's coming up this weekend? I know Rick Mercer is.
Bill Burr is. And also, so I believe the New Faces is really Friday and Saturday, Sunday.
The New Faces is always a great show. I always had.
There's so many. Like I was impressed at who was always going to be there.
Yeah.
I
remember I don't know. Like it was a really good show. It happened to be the year that I was covering Just for Laughs.
Yeah. Brendan Sagalow is on the New Faces list, and I forget which group he's in, but he was the only one I know from podcasts and stuff, and he's pretty funny.
Oh yes, I read that article. It was a pretty good article. I'm gonna check out his podcast. I heard about it before, but I never.
Pete Holmes is?
Yeah.
Pete Holmes is
Jerry.
You interviewed Pete Holmes, and I think you were telling everyone, so you might as well tell everyone on this.
He was fantastic, and I really enjoyed him, and I felt like I could have talked to him all day. And he's one of those people that gives you that feeling, and Yeah, it was fantastic. And now he's gonna host like I think 2 of the shows of New Faces, because I didn't realize, like I said, how many new faces there are. So there are multiple shows. If you want to be in on the cutting edge and find comedy that you could love for the future to come, hit up these shows.
And but at the same time, all this happening, Bill Burr, Kevin Hart, Just for Laughs this weekend, Osheaga is starting. Now, Jerry, let's pretend it's Friday morning. I know we're recording this on Wednesday, but you're heading down to Osheaga. Who are you looking forward to seeing today on Friday? Today.
Okay, well, I don't know. Like there's a couple of pretty good acts. Actually, Friday is one of my favorite days. If you're gonna go to Osheaga, I recommend Friday, like especially for my age group. As I noticed that Osheaga did something cool this year where they like kind of like split the music up a bit, which they've been doing for the last couple of years, but they really did a good job this year. So if you really want to just like get the most bang for your buck, I recommend going Friday if you're into rock, because this is a great day for rock. Obviously, the headliners are Arcade Fire, which is going to be pretty awesome. I've seen them before, but they're always good, you know. But in smaller groups, I'm like excited for like Parcells, Gus Daberden's pretty interesting. There's also the Crawlers, which is a pretty good act. And if you're going to be able on Saturday, there's the Arkells, which is a pretty good act. And I'm very excited to see Caribou. It's like the late night act. When
are Caribou playing?
Caribou's playing 9:45 on Saturday.
On Saturday.
Last act, yeah. And,
don't forget to hydrate. Don't forget to use sunscreen. To all the ladies who are going, remember that the magic is in bringing a roll of toilet paper in a Ziploc bag.
Right.
You're
welcome. And also go early, because the local like acts. Well, there's a lot of good local acts that are playing early. So if you have a chance, especially on like on Friday.
Yes.
Also, bring your own snacks.
I also definitely recommend King Hannah, which is playing 4:40. So if you have a chance to see them.
And what on Sunday? What's up on Sunday?
Sunday is like it's a pretty interesting mix of the day. Obviously, Dua Lipa is the big headliner, and Glass Animals are playing. And you have like a few other acts that are pretty interesting. Idols is pretty interesting act. If you want to check that out. 4 Days pretty interesting. Yeah, it's a pretty good mix. I mean, to be honest, that day also is not like my day, like the type of genres of music that I really
But
like.
for some people, it will be their day.
But for some people, it'll be their day. Like for me, Fridays is the golden day, and Saturday is a pretty awesome day, and Sunday is more like hip hop, electronic.
Guys, I feel like you're just saying random words to me. I really need for the punk shows to come back.
Yeah, I wish 77 Festival would come back. That would be.
This amazing. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because I every now and again I caught a name and I'm like, heard of them, but I mean, really, I'm like.
The thing with Osheaga has moved to a younger crowd, which is fine for music festivals. But I've been to a music festival in Chicago that was like for all ages, and it was amazing. Like,
well, you're going to be going to it with Chris Zacchia. And I think you might actually be into some of the, maybe not the hip hop, but some of the definitely the younger stuff on the Sunday. Joe McLean, actually, by the time everyone sees this, Jerry, your preview pieces will be up. But today on Thursday, we just published one from Joe, and he reviewed some of the bands that are coming up. But he also put in a food truck. He tried to pretend it was a band, but it was a very specific food truck, because there's gonna be food. Osheaga is the experience, right? They got the food trucks, they got a whole bunch of other stuff there too. Like,
we'll also be making a list of things you should know before you go to Osheaga, to be up on Friday. So check that out.
So read that. It's already up. It's over there. Go down on the site. It's right there. No,
right there.
It's okay. So this is an exciting summer. Osheaga. I mean, 77 might come back, but they have a country music festival this year. Lasso, which
Lasso.
that sounds
cool
interesting.
Does it actually stand for something? Because that would be neat.
No, it's just a lasso. This is very exciting. Don't say there's nothing to do in Montreal this weekend. That's one thing you cannot say.
This might be the craziest, busiest weekend. Yeah. I'm sure all the bars and restaurants and places will also look.
Guys, last weekend of July, I'm going to need you all to party. I'm going to need you all to take those plans. You've been going, this summer I'll get to it. It's got to happen. This has got to happen. I need you to pool your resources. Take your vacation days.
We're going to my favorite days of summer, the dog days of summer, which is my favorite. I love just like not doing it.
Don't miss a drop, man. Get it all.
Okay. So, now, the thing is, I'm going to do our Twitter and Instagram, but I just want to say during Osheaga, follow at Forget the Box on Instagram and at Forget the Box on Twitter for live photos, updates. Of course, we're going to be covering on the site, but we're going to be doing it live.
We will be getting you some pretty interesting stuff, so definitely check it out. We're gonna have
a lot of crowd shots. Probably you might not just be the bands on the stage, the stuff you see in other media. It might be like the craziness, the wildness. And
I'm going to turn my notifications on and watch you party. That's what I'm going to do. This is going to be fun.
It's going to be
okay. So
two middle-aged guys partying at Osheaga. It's going to be pretty awesome.
Hey, Chris isn't middle-aged, Jerry. You and I
Neither
are.
one of you party like old men. Come on.
All right.
Party like us old men.
All right. So Jerry, people can follow you, but when it's not Osheaga, they're not following Forget the Box. They can follow you on Instagram at Jerry Gabriel Rocks, right? Is that it?
Yeah, Jerry Gabriel Rocks on Instagram. And look out for my articles on Forget the Box.
And Dawn, people can follow you on Instagram and Twitter at McMoxie. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Jason C. McLean. In general, you can follow Forget the Box on Instagram and Twitter, but please do so this weekend. And of course, you can, if you're watching this, if you're on this Facebook, like our Facebook page, share this video, like the video, love the video, what have you. If you're watching this on YouTube, smash that like button, subscribe to our channel, ring the bell for all notifications, and for get our Android app, and of course for daily content, especially around now. Always check out forgetthebox.net. We'll catch you next week for another FTB weekend.